You could say I have a soft spot for Mustangs. I have this one and this one, these two, this beautiful baby. It's kind of heavy. But today's episode is all about turning this Lego model into the new Shelby GT500. Hello and welcome back to the channel. As you might know, I'm mostly a Lego Technic guy, but when I saw a nice MOC made by Firas, I hope I pronounced his name right, I immediately fell in love with it because I love Mustangs. So I went out and bought the instructions. Why? Because having the Lego Mustang means I already have all the parts for this creation. Firas took the original Lego Mustang, disassembled it and recreated the new Shelby GT500 using just the parts from this set. Basically an unofficial B model of this Lego set. And today we're gonna have a look at his creation in the very first episode of MOC review. First of all, I need to take this one apart, and then future me will be right back with the finished model. The front of the Mustang is pretty complex, which is not easy to recreate in Lego, but the builder managed to do it with a pretty intricate building style. We have a somewhat detailed engine bay that emphasizes the engine, but maybe lacks some of the details. It's not a perfect replica of the original, but then again I come back to mentioning the limitations of the parts that he used. The curves at the rear of the car are subtle but effective. The only small remark would be the printed plate on the side of the rear bumper. This is a bit out of place, but this is again due to the limitations of the parts that he used. There is no trunk though, as the curved design of the rear takes up all the space. The interior is somewhat detailed, but again, it's not a true replica of the real car. In his pictures and in the building instructions, Firas suggests to use the wheel caps so that the wheels are more up to date. But I don't have those wheel caps, so I'll display the model using the original wheels. Alternatively, you could also use these type of wheels. They are the same size as the original wheels, they just have the classic Lego wheel spoke design. Let's compare it to some pictures of the real GT500. The orange color that he used on the turn signal is a small touch that you don't notice in the beginning, but makes a very huge contribution to link the model to the real car. I think it really captures the spirit of the new GT500, especially considering that the builder limited himself on using just the parts from the original Lego set, of which there are quite a few left that were not used in this model. Final thoughts on this MOC? It's a brilliant display model, if you keep it on a shelf or on your desk. In terms of playability and handling it around, it maybe lacks a little bit of robustness. But this is again due to the fact that the builder used just the parts from the original Lego set and that the Mustang has such intricate shapes. If you're not careful with the model while handling it around, some of the parts fall off pretty easy as they aren't held on very good. Could you do it even better? Probably yes, if you used also other parts. Could you do it even better just using the original parts from the set? Probably not. What do you think about this model? Would you keep the Mustang in its original 1960 form as Lego made it, or rebuild it into this MOC? Drop a comment and tell me your opinion below. And do you know what I wonder? Why Lego didn't do something similar? It would have been really cool to have the A and B models of the Mustang as being the original and the new Mustang. Well, Firas showed that it's possible. If you're interested in purchasing the instructions for this model, you can find them at his site at bricksgarage.com. I'll also drop a link below. There you can find this model as well as 10 others in similar scale. Thank you for watching the first episode of MOC review. If you have any ideas or suggestions, please drop me a comment below and tell me what other creations you would like me to review. But please make sure they are Technic models so I have all the necessary parts for them. In the next episode, we'll be modifying this Porsche 911 RSR into a Formula 1 car. So until next time, keep on building!